Hello, we are a PSCG, Institute for Sustainability Studies, green team serving Newark Science and Sustainability.
We would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Kiara Brady. I'm a media and communications major from Ramapo College of New Jersey.
Hi, my name is Amalka Clinton. I am a computer science major at Montclair State University.
Hello, my name is Julia Flores. I'm an industrial design major at New Jersey Institute of Technology.
Hi, I'm Robert Sunbury, and I'm an electrical computer engineering major at Rowan University.
Hi, I'm Brittany Portes, and I am an environmental science student at Marist College. To begin, I'd like to explain the background of Newark Science and Sustainability, also known as Newark SAS. Newark SAS is a community-driven 501c3 nonprofit organization located in Newark, New Jersey. The organization was founded by Tobias Fox back in 2012, who can be seen in the upper right image. Tobias's passion for increased food accessibility gave rise to the creation of two community gardens, the People's Garden and the Garden of Hope. These community gardens aim to implement various initiatives to increase environmental awareness through their 5 pillars: renewable energy, urban agriculture, eco-art, wellness and nutrition, and ecological building.
To continue the mission that Newark SAS is dedicated to, the team has conducted research to gain a greater understanding of food insecurity and other accessibility issues in Newark. Here, you can see that Newark's average annual household income is about $25,000 less than the average annual household income throughout the US. Also, 82.8% of the city's children rely on free or reduced cost lunch, and this might be the only moderately healthy meal they receive that day. Imagine how situations like COVID more so affect the scarcity of access to proper food while schools are closed. On top of this, 25% of all Newark residents rely on public transportation, and when the entire city only has a handful of larger scale grocery stores, this is extremely difficult for proper food distribution in a large food desert. Ultimately, to combat such important issues within the community, this year's Green Team worked to increase the efficiency of the Garden of Hope with technological implementations. Each deliverable aims to contribute to the achievement of a high-functioning organization and includes new software selection, data collection, and an employee data hub for a proficient delivery of fresh produce to a disproportionately affected area. This mix of technology and agriculture provides easier strategies for day-to-day operations in the garden, and more importantly, increases education within the community with technology that isn't commonly seen or utilized by Newark residents. Along with this, deliverables revolve around infographic creation, mapping gardens associated with the Newark community food systems, and development of digital media to increase residents' awareness of such important community-driven initiatives. In that, it will increase awareness of access to fresh produce and enable a stronger connection between individuals within a city through agriculture. Now, my colleagues will explain our methods for completing these deliverables and later discuss them more in depth.
So as for the methods we use to accomplish these deliverables, in order to showcase and make it easier for the organization to keep track of what's going on in their garden and what type of food they're outputting, we did a lot of research and looking at various softwares that they could use in order to keep track of all these things and export them to spreadsheets, as well as keeping track of what communities and people they're reaching. In order to make it so that they could keep track of their data no matter where they are in the world, we researched various cloud storage solutions and ended up using SQL for database management and Python to send and retrieve the data. So SQL is a database management software that essentially lets you store large tables like Excel sheets on the internet and use queries from various programming languages in order to pull the data back down to wherever you want to implement it. We also conducted ethnographic research, which is actually going into an environment and talking to the people who live there and find out what their struggles are and what they need to make their lives better directly from the source. In order to accomplish our deliverables of creating promotional videos and content, we use storyboards. We created and received footage and developed videos using Adobe Premiere and Audition. And lastly, in order to create maps and diagrams of the garden that they have. We use drone imaging and geographic information systems, also known as GIS, in order to create these infographics and maps.
Currently displayed on the screen is the Farming Concrete Barn. The Farming Concrete Barn is a data management and collection software used to track and measure urban agriculture data nationwide. By recommending the software to Newark SAS, they will now be better able to organize their data beyond crop tracking. This software allows Newark SAS to track environmental, health, social, and economic data, which can be easily downloaded as a chart or an Excel sheet to share with local residents, communities, and the city of Newark.
Here you see site infographics for the People's Garden, another garden facilitated by Tobias Fox. This specifically lays out the site plan for the garden for visitors to receive a clear graphic representation of what produce is being grown, what amenities are provided, and easy navigation to these facilities located on the premises. Ideally, these will be placed on the website for reference and posted at the front entrance of each garden. Along with this, detailed plant cards were created to identify plant name, Latin binomial, and Spanish translation to cater to Newark's demographic. These images were created with Adobe Illustrator software and utilize city maps, the garden design plans, and drone images taken by team members. Visuals like these aid with plant identification to get members, especially youth participants, more familiar with fresh produce. Next, Robert will further explain our efforts in capturing the environmental data of the gardens.
So in our case, we needed to come up with a method and system in order to constantly keep track of what's going on in the garden. And so we needed a way to collect the data, and then a way to upload the data, and then a way to pull the data back to a website. So what we use to handle the data collection part is a device you can see in the bottom right called a Raspberry Pi. It's essentially a very small computer. It fits in the palm of your hand, and it can do pretty much everything a regular computer can do. It just has the added benefit of exposed pins you can see at the top, known as general purpose in-out or GPIO pins, which you can hook up directly to sensors, which can do any manner of things, such as gathering the temperature, the humidity, the soil humidity, water levels, air quality, whatever sensors you need in order for any application. You can most likely find them somewhere on the internet for purchase. And then, so once we gather the data from the sensors, which is interpreted through Python, we use queries in SQL to upload the data to Google Cloud, which is then stored for later website use.
Displayed on the screen is an interactive map which displays the gardens a part of the Newark Community Food Systems, also known as the NCFS. Now on the next slide, we can see that the Newark Community Food System is a nonpartisan collective of deeply engaged community leaders that supports and develops sustainability efforts in urban agriculture, wellness, and nutrition in Newark, New Jersey. On the right side of the map are green pinpoints, which indicate the locations of the NCFS gardens. When a pin is selected, a logo image will be displayed on the left, along with its location, website link, contact information, and a brief description of what can be found at the following gardens. The upper right NCFS logo provides the residents direct access to the NCFS website where they can learn about its mission statement and how they too can help. The creation of an interactive map allows for interested residents to easily access the resources related to food, health, and volunteerism, while also increasing the easeability to finding community gardens in their area. This map can be found on the redeveloped Newark SAS website.
To accomplish our goal of data collection, we built a website that can only be accessed by Newark SAS employees if they have the right credentials. The purpose of the website is to showcase the environmental variables in the greenhouse. This is important because knowing how healthy each environmental variable is can both save money, resources, and time. Google Cloud provides Newark SAS an opportunity to be more technically efficient because we are able to use fewer resources and still be able to provide great results of becoming more sustainable.
For the third deliverable, we were asked to create 3 promotional videos for Newark SAS. We were able to use Adobe Premiere and Audition to create this media. Some of the videos consist of a highlight of the Community Support Agriculture Program, testimonials of the volunteers, and a general organizational highlight video. All of the videos are short enough to be used on any of Newark SAS's online platforms. Here's a sample from the CSA video.
So in 2018, we launched our Farm to Table Co-op, which mirrors a community supported agriculture or CSA program. And this is a way for us to create a distribution system within the urban agriculture initiative that we have. So we manage 2 community gardens. We grow a lot of food, but a lot of that food was being wasted in the garden because we didn't have a distribution system in place. So this allows people to make an advance payment of $395, and in return, they receive 20-week produce packages, a feeding of 2 to 4 people. And so those 20 weeks fall over and expand of June up until the end of October or sometimes early November. And so then we decided to launch our Sponsor a Family initiative. And this allows a person that likes what we're doing and want to purchase a membership for the whole purpose of donating it to a family in need. And so this helps us to increase healthy food access to residents through community supported agriculture, aka CSA.
We were able to use these past several weeks to combine our skills and help the Newark Science and Sustainability organization. We created technology, drew up maps using GIS software, cultivated a working employee website, and made videos. All of these help to continue the organization's mission of providing the Newark community with access to renewable energy, urban agriculture, eco art, wellness and nutrition, and ecological building. We would also like to thank the various organization representatives and program managers for their continued support throughout the summer. Thank you.